is such a beauty. Second time around with this brand, and let's just say I've been glitzified again. Hey there, it's Grace. Welcome back. Welcome if you are new. Thank you for being here for another Grace video. I remember when I wasn't a fan of BENU pens. They were way too glitzy. They were way too much for me. Then I saw the Euphoria Earl Grey. And after I put my heart back in my body, I knew I was the goner for that BENU. That BENU. It did not hurt that Earl Grey is my favorite black tea. It just did not hurt that at all. So now I have one BENU. That one BENU put me on the map for the brand, and I've wanted another one ever since. And I kept looking at all the styles, and I could never settle on one. Not one gave me the, oh, I gotta have that feeling, until I got a glimpse of the Milk and Honey. Again, yes, that same feeling. I fell in love with the BENU pen all over again. So, here's my new pen, y'all. Like I said, she's a beaut. Let's go unbox her. I just gotta say. Whew. First, I want to start with a friend in my PDX group. She brought in a BENU Pixie for me to try. She had 2 or 3 of them, and she wanted me to try them. So I tried them, and although I really like them, it wasn't enough to make me scream aloud, yes, I've got to have it. But she did mention, Dollar did mention, hey Dollar, if I liked any of the Pixie set, that she'd go in with me, and none of them were enticing, let's put it that way. Although the name of the pen is what is drawing me to that pen. She told me about the sets that she wanted me to look at, so I went to the BENU site and I was looking at the sets, and then I saw something called this pen. Let's open this up. Before we start. Let's get to what this pen is. It's obviously a BENU. So, when I looked at this pen on the site, it's almost as if the stars aligned, I heard music, and I was in love one more time with a BENU. Also, she'd be here. She'd be right here. Let's open up. And the pen is a Euphoria. I tend to like the Euphorias, the bigger style pens that BENU makes. And of course, this is the information. And we got a cartridge. Let's put all that away because we don't need to see that. We need to see what's inside. So this is, come on, come on out. This is my new pen. Look at her. Gotta take that watch off because that's gonna distract me. Look at her. Look at that gorgeousness. I swear BENU has made me so glitzy in pens. Ay. Okay, so as I said, the pen is a Euphoria. It's called Milk and Honey. I love the styling. One of the things about BENU pens that I tend not to go for is the band. And I'll show you that when I do comparisons with my other BENU. The band is so dark, and it almost like it stops the styling for me, the visual styling. This one has the amber, yellowish, golden styling for the band, and I absolutely love that. And I figured out that's one of the reasons why I don't get BENUs, because although I love the pen, that black band sometimes that's there, ugh, don't like that. Okay, I love the styling. I love its aesthetic. I love that it is semi-transparent. I love the golden amber hue with the swirls of white. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love the shimmer throughout, which my other pen has. I just love this gold shimmer in there. Look at that. Look at that gorgeousness. Yeah, we need close-ups here. What? And all of that swirl. I mean, it really does look like milk and honey with brown sugar capsules. That's what it looks like. Yes. Oh my goodness. I love everything about it, and I love the fact that the grip section is the same color as the cap band. I love that. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Yes. So yeah, I found a new BENU pen. Oh my gosh, look at that. This pen, by the way, is exclusive to, and I as of this recording, I think it still is, exclusive to the BENU shop. It is not available in other online shops. So that exclusivity was kind of like, yeah, I could do that. I could still do that. I would have gotten it in any store. See that bit right there? Right there. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that just a gorgeous pen? Okay, let's get to some stats. The pen, as usual with Euphorias, the pen capped is 5.8 inches, which is just around 149 millimeters. The posted length, I do not post BENU. The posted length, though, is 7.1 inches. What? That's about 180 millimeters. That's just way too tall for me. My hand would not be able to handle it. The grip diameter, which is good for me, is 9.8 millimeters. My sweet spot is 10, but even if I hold the grip here, those threads are just smooth as butter. Smooth. They shouldn't be smooth as butter because then it won't thread on. Beside the point, you get what I mean. I can hold the pen here, which is okay. Plus, also I can hold it up here if I find that the grip section, holding the grip section is a bit too, I grip it too tight. It weighs 26 grams. That's a good weight. That's a good weight to me, I think that's a beautiful weight for a pen. And I do like girthier pens, so that is it. It has a stainless steel number 6 Schmidt nib. It is so beautiful. As I said before, the pen can be posted, but that's not a thing I'll do. Okay, let's just leave that. I got a new pen holder too, because I have this thing with wooden pen holders. I don't know why. Anyway, let's get to some comparisons. I have some pens that are the size that this one is that I want to compare it to. Okay, let's always in the center. Always in the, well, as center as it could be with 6 slots. There you go. My other BENU that just like, oh my God, I fell in love just like I fell in love with this one is my BENU Earl Grey. It's the same size. I'm like, it wants to look larger, the Earl Grey. She wants to take over because she came first. That's what that is. Anyway, I'm going to put this up against a couple of my girthier pens. The first one I'm going to put it up against is one of my faves, 2023 favorite pen of the year. That's my Leonardo Momento Zero Grande 2.0 Primary Manipulation 1 by Jonathan Brooks. All of that makes me love that pen. So there is that one. And then I'm going to put it with one that I've just purchased this year. This is the Laban 325. I think it's called Glacier, if I'm not mistaken. 2 other pens I'm going to put it up against. I'm going to put it up against my Visconti Homo Sapiens, my Christmas present. My birthday present from the Hubs. And the last one, all just gigantic sizes. I want to put it up against Monteverde Giant Sequoia. It's from the Trees of the World collection. And you can see that they're all comparable in terms of size, in terms of girth, the wideness of it. They're all comparable. There's the Homo sapiens is slightly smaller. If I do this, you'll probably see it a little bit better. It's slightly, ever so slightly, a smidge smaller, shorter, I would say, not smaller necessarily, shorter than all these. But these, I'm trying to count at the same time. These 5, why was that difficult? My goodness gracious. These 5 are basically the same size. Let's do an uncapping. Alrighty, so when we look at all the pens, and I'm going to have them even. When we look at all the pens in terms of size, the BENUs, they come out much taller. These are number 6 nibs, number 6 size Schmidt nibs, but they come out much taller if we look at full length of each pen. What I want to do now is look at just across where the nibs meet the grip, and we'll see they're all about even. Obviously they're all the same size nibs, but sometimes one dependent is just a little bit shorter or smaller than the other, but they're all fairly the same. That's an interesting take. I don't think I've ever had that, although I do like seeing them, seeing which one is taller. Come on, which one is taller and which one is shorter. This one of all, this one, the Monteverde Giant Sequoia, that comes out as the shortest pen in terms of how it'll hold in my hand, and that is still comfortable. I generally don't post my pens, but that doesn't need to be posted at all. And this one, if I hold the grip up here, I still don't have, in my perlicue area, I still don't have an issue with the pen. I most likely will hold it in this general area here. So yeah, it still works. It still works, definitely. I am quite nicely, I'm liking what this is looking like. Alrighty, time for a writing sample. Let me ink this pen up. For the writing sample, I'll tell you, share with you what I'm going to do with the writing sample in a minute. The first thing I'll be doing is dip testing, because I like to dip test with my standard Waterman Serenity Blue ink just for the first time. Even though I have the Earl Grey BENU already, I still want to just, this particular nib, I want to dip test it. So that's what we'll do first. Put down my blotter card, so I'm sure. This always goes tight on me. Alrighty, which pen is this? I am running out of, I have to go deeper every single time because I run out of, I think that's enough. So this is I have a medium nib, and I just want to be sure that I have a selection of nibs, especially if the pen is the same. I rarely get more than 3, maybe, I can't say that. Yeah, I can say rarely. Junau, I have a lot of Junau pens. This is, let's do 7 strokes. Very scratchy, very scratchy. Alrighty, what I want to do, I know which ink that I'm debating whether I should ink it up with. Let me just write my pangram. I'll do that one. See how quick writing does. We'll just dip it in there one more time. As usual, the nib works beautifully, absolutely beautifully. One of the things I will not do, I've decided, because this is a pen that I already own, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it up and use it, but I'm not going to write thoughts on it because I already know this pen. I already know what it does. I already know. The only thing that's different for me right now is the broad nib. So I'm gonna call that done. I'm gonna call that done. There is my new BENU pen, and I already got an image to use. Let's come up just a touch so you can see the whole thing. Let's cover that up before I spill that sucker, because we ain't doing that. We're done with spillages. So there's my new pen. I am enjoying this. I could probably put a different pen under here. Okay, that's probably what I'll do. Okay, that's it. That's my new BENU. Let's put that over here. Let's give it a place of honor. Let's give it a place of honor. We come in closer. There she is. My newest BENU. What?